Jack the Ripper, an Encyclopedia by John J. Edelston is a dynamic book that covers the Whitechapel murders in a different way. I had my first conversation about Jack the Ripper when I was 14 years old, and if I had picked up this book, it would have been a perfect match. Unlike other Ripper books, where they follow a single narrative, this one is divided into sections. There are discussions on the facts of the case, reviews of other Jack the Ripper books, and suspect ratings. John J. Edelston takes some bold steps in the book review section when he makes the attempt to correct the errors that are in the books of other writers. By doing so, one must be held to a high standard. During the suspect analysis chapter, Edelston ranks the suspects on a scale of 0 to 5. 0 is a suspect that is almost certainly not Jack the Ripper, and 5 is a suspect that deserves very strong consideration. Of course there is a safe bet that has been played on the part of the author, where Edelston gives a 5 out of 5 rating to an unnamed suspect, or stating that perhaps Jack the Ripper was a suspect that completely flew under the radar, or is not currently known or widely discussed in the world of Ripperology. However, Edelston does make a solid claim when he also gives a 5 out of 5, or highly likely rating, to George Hutchinson. Hutchinson was a witness who may have seen Jack the Ripper walking with Mary Kelly, the final victim. George Hutchinson went on to provide an extremely detailed account of the perpetrator, even making comments about his cuffs, extremely thick gold chain, and horseshoe pin. Hutchinson then states that he waited for 45 minutes in the cold after watching the man with Mary Kelly to see if he re-emerged. This has led some to believe that Hutchinson is placing himself at the scene of the crime, which causes further suspicion. John J. Edelston's Jack the Ripper, an Encyclopedia is a fascinating book. It's one that I reference very frequently here on Black Box Online Radio because it covers so many different aspects of the Ripper case. But I would invite you to listen to it and also check out my episode that I've done called The Encyclopedia of Jack the Ripper Suspects. Thanks for listening.